Hello, everyone, and welcome back. I'm in friendly neighborhood Prax. Welcome to the channel. I have some wonderful friends who are here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves and then I'll do my spiel at the end. This is as good as it's going to get, better than yesterday, but this is as good as it gets. So please let me know if I'm too quiet and I need to turn myself up. But why don't we go around and we start to my right on the overlay with Pope. Hello, Pope. Welcome back.
Always good to be here. Thank you for having me. Hey, everybody, it's Pope. Pope World Build over on the internet over at Blue Sky and start playing games. It is great to be with this amazing crew to pick up on some Witcher. I get to play Sir George, a noble who has problems, and hopefully these wonderful individuals will provide solutions.
I'm sure that solutions will indeed be provided for Sir George. Whether there's solutions he wants, I cannot say. Um, and directly underneath Pope on the overlay, PB, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying yes to this shenaniganry and death.
Of what was that last one?
And death.
Well, I'm here for life and death. My name is Vivi, and today I'm going to be playing Runa Bruta, a doctor dwarf, a dwarf doctor. And I'm excited. It's my first time playing Witcher, and I'm excited to see what shenaniganry and death I experience here.
PB, are you the DD?
I am the DD because I hate hedonistic swine. So I do not partake.
There you go. That leads hopping over to the other side. Welcome back, Norden. I hope you're doing well.
I am. Hi, my name is Nordley Kadir. You echo my world feels on the internet. Today I'll be playing Lord Carrick Drakenson, a semi-legitimized bastard of a mage. That's really all you need to know about him, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure there's going to be no problems there. And then last but never least, hey Simon, ready to do Witcher at this table again?
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm Simon at One VM. I use him pronouns, and tonight I'm playing I believe it is my first ever Manticore Witcher, but my second ever Witcher that I play as a profession, right?
Actually, I think you've played Witcher on both of the one shots I ran for you.
There was one, but it was off line. I was a man at arms. What was the other one? Oh, the one with Greg.
The one with Greg.
Yep, that is true. So that's my third Witcher because I played one very, very early on at I believe it was Gen Con where Jay Gray was the GM.
A fabulous human being.
And yeah. Anyway, all that to say, tonight I'm playing Safia Sad, who's a Manticore Witcher coming back to the continent after having been gone for a long while.
And I am your friendly neighborhood Prax, and we are here to do, as you can see above me on the overlay, raise some money for charity. We are raising money for Fisher House Foundations. We are part of the 12 Days of Tabletop, and excuse me, we have a bunch of sponsors, and I'll get to that in a minute. But we are going to be raising money. You can donate to affect the game. You can give the players advantages, which is just a straight reroll on any roll that they want to reroll. You can give them a crit. Now, the rules for the crit are they can use a crit as a auto success crit for a simple crit. Or if they've already rolled, they can use it to make any roll that they have advance 2 levels of crit. You can take a simple crit to a substantive. You can take one up to a deadly crit, basically, which can be a lot of fun for them in this game. Or you can give me those donations, as we just had a $15 donation come in for something. I should check. Oh, thank you, Pope, for that. Oh, you're going to give the advantage to the mage because the mage might need it. I see how this goes. You're being kind. But we also have some sponsors this time for our wonderful 12 Days of Tabletop. First up, we have Many Worlds Taverns. When we hit, our first milestone at $65, we will be giving away some of their tea tonight. If we hit $125, we have a wonderful giveaway from our friends over at Epic Desk for their playmats. We're going to give away one of those. And if we hit $190 of our $250 goal, we have a giveaway from our friends over at Displate, including one of their new Witcher designs that, if you've seen the new stained glass window ones, are actually really gorgeous. Not going to lie. But I have a thing I need to resolve first because apparently Nightbot was a butt last night and we were so into it we didn't notice. I need a player to roll me a d6. Okay. Norden's got it. 4. Oh, well, I'll have to give him a call because we didn't resolve who won yesterday's Many Worlds Tavern giveaway, and I needed to do that. So I will let Billy know that he won the coffee from yesterday. Today will be tea. Yesterday was coffee. But thank you, everybody. We are going to start, and we begin as all good stories on the continent begin, with where we are and when we are. We are currently, or you all are currently, on a number of, well, I'm assuming horses. I will give you the fact that they were probably on horses because, it's cold, it's winter in the Dragon Tooth Mountain, well, just south of the Dragon Tooth Mountains near Kovir. You are all traveling together. You met in the nearest town, which is about, by this point, a good 3 hours south of you, on your way to inspect, observe, all of the above, the new domicile of the newly landed Sir George, a knight who now has his own lands in a state to go with them. And it is cold, and it is snowing, and most importantly for you all, it is the year 1080. So a good almost 200 years before Geralt of Rivia starts making a mess all over the continent. Well, let me rephrase that. Geralt of Rivia's girlfriend and her friends start making a giant mess across the continent. So I ask this question of my players as we are traveling through the snow, which is a good 2.5 feet thick at this point. Who do we see moving through?
Well, if we are all on horseback, Safia sits tall, straight in her saddle. Is so as a Zeracanian, she's got darker skin, black hair, tied in like a loose sort of braid that she lets flown inside her. Well, in this case, right now, inside the hood of her cape. She's, especially if we're moving through a like heavily wooded area, she's mostly looking around at both like the branches high and also like around the ground, where things could hide in the snow. She, at this very moment, most of her armor is hidden under the cloak that she hangs tight upon herself. Um, but she takes in, deep breaths of the like cold, almost biting air of Kovir at this time of year. Something that she's missed. She never had that much of a. She didn't spend that long of a time in the north, um, but it is something that she missed a little. And the Korath Desert is anything but fucking hot all the time. And to be in a place where neither the sun nor the air is trying to cook you alive feels good.
Well, that's always a pleasant. So I take it then that Safia's in our lead as we move northeast through the snow.
If she's not lead, she'd be the second one, because I know that Sir George is like, we're basically moving towards his estate. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Sir George would probably know the way more. So I think instead of being like the tip of the spear, she'd be just the second one to
Okay.
let George sort of lead on, and also to segue into Pope.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Yeah. So George is the thing that you first see, of course, is the horse, not the rider. Um, Horse is not a. It looks like, if you know horses, that this is a crossbreed between a destrider and a quarter horse. It is large, but not like a true draft-like horse. It is moderately sized, calm temperament, does have some leather barding on it, uh, holds a little affectation of a little pieces here and there showing of Sir George's heraldry, uh, which is um, just a natural looking black tree on a red field. Very, very simple. Uh, then you see the rider. The rider is nowhere near as bundled up probably as some of the members. He is still wearing like winter gear, but it's lighter. He is heavy boots, spurs in black, but there is this again light tan to white like doublet that he's wearing. The other thing that you'll notice is that he has the full kit and saddle of a cavalier. So he is carrying with him probably significantly more weapons than anyone else here. You can see that he has a sword that's probably a dagger right underneath the sword. On the actual like saddle, there sits a mace. He's got a shield that is slung on the shield sling onto his back, uh, and has actively at rest upon his shoulder a lance.
Beautiful.
Thank you again, all for agreeing to do this. I cannot express enough, considering that The Duke has given me very little information as to these holdings, just that they have come into his hands and have been given over to me. And uh, Safia, considering everything that Sir Davius told me about what you did for him, again, I cannot express enough how grateful I am that you are doing this.
Thank you. I'm just doing my job.
Literally.
You do it quite well. And Lord Carrick, thank you again for coming to my aid at this time, especially this time of year. Again, I would have expected being landed after winter, but the Duke decided to do this at the High Feast for some reason.
Kovir is just my home. I'll be fine.
Mhm. Fine. Lord Carrick, is it what do we see as you arise on your horse?
Riding on a horse as white as most of the clothes he is wearing. He wears white, gray, a bit of pink, a bit of blue. It's very muted, and it designs almost like it blends in with the snowy sort of snowscape landscape around him. There's small amounts of metal and leather. It also kind of hides the fact of just how many scarves he's wearing. Out of everyone here, he looks the most prepared for the weather because, after all, he was born here. His light tan skin contrasts sharply with his very dark black short hair. He has maybe a 6 o'clock shadow, and his eyes are purely black as well. It's just a heightened number of contrasts. There's just something off about him, but humans, they come in all shapes and sizes, right?
You know, it's that mage thing, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure. But and the last member of our party riding through the snow. Whom do we see, PB?
Um, quietly alongside everyone else, you see a stout horse with an even stouter rider, behind or on, I guess. It is a really like just common looking horse for who is riding on its back. This like it probably looks like it's an old working horse, a draft horse even. However, on top of said horse is a dwarf in full shiny, really well maintained, almost ostentatious, not in expense, but rather a craftsman who really um appreciates his own work. Um, is on top of this horse. You see tufts of red hair under their metal helmet, as they're wearing a full suit of armor. Uh, and behind them, taller than them, at least sitting on a horse, you'll see a tall, almost towerish looking um, shield, and they're bringing up the rear of this party. And anytime that Sir George looks back at them or is talking, you will see a scowl on her face. Um, but as soon as Lord Carrick or Sophia starts talking, it disappears off of her face. Um, and you'll see the saddlebags on the sides of the horse. Um, full but moving but bouncing in such a way that shows it's not anything heavy inside of them. In fact, one of them might be almost like poofing with like as if there's some sort of dust inside of it every time it hits the side of the horse. And that is our Runa Bruta.
Indeed. A, a comparable dwarf. But as you are making your way northeast through the snow, there's a not very large, but significant sized rock. Uh, what is it called? Not enclave, but when you're on the top of the cliff looking down, it's the. Anyways, there's the like a cliff, but it's really only like 10 to
Bluff?
15 feet.
Like a bluff?
Yeah, like a bluff. We can go with bluff. That works. Like 10 to 15 feet alongside one side of this that rises up to your right. There's a large number of trees that are forming like this kind of natural pathway for you. It is cold. Who's wearing? Well, we know Lord Carrick is wearing winter gear, and we heard that Sir George is wearing winter gear. Is everyone wearing winter gear?
I got my thermals on.
If some was provided to me upon my arrival in Kovir, yes. Otherwise, I'm currently very fucking cold.
You would have been provided winter gear if none. You came with none.
I came with none.
A
Very hard to
super-
find winter gear in Zeracania when you're leaving. It's not at the duty free.
You would have been provided with winter gear. It may not be the best fitting. It probably came from someone's squire, but you have winter gear.
I mean, you have winter gear. That's the important part. So you don't have to make the endurance check to see if you're freezing.
Cool.
At the moment. But I do need Lord George to make me a wilderness survival. Because you're the only person who knows the directions of where you're going.
Oh dear.
Anyone else can roll me anything else they would think. If they want to do anything, let me know. But
Okay. Wilderness survival.
I'll wait for his roll first.
13.
13 is respectable, and you have directions, so it's easy enough to know where you're going. You know that you're on the right path. You know that you're moving forward in the correct direction. It's just harder going with the amount of snow on the ground. It is not actively snowing in the moment, but the snow is over the knees of these horses. Even these heavy, northern bred, sturdy mountain horses. They're putting a little bit of effort in to move through this drift. And you make your way north. What are the rest of you doing?
Does Sir George appear lost in any way? Like when you're rolling, quote unquote, when you're rolling that check, right? Are we
He is consulting a map.
okay?
As well as like he will actually like come to a halt, like take a look at things, reorient himself, make sure the map is oriented properly, and like he's not completely unconfident, but he is taking his time.
So Safia would settle up to you and just mutter so that the others don't really hear, because don't want to look.
Yeah.
Sir George, Are we lost?
No, we're not lost. It's just this is not a gift I was given. I'm beginning to think that this is more of a burden, as I am now seeing precisely where we're headed. I
And
apologize for my hesitancy.
don't have anything to apologize for. It's just uh, I don't wish for us to camp in these wilds for longer than we need to.
That is fair. I will see about picking up the pace. Things are relatively clear. There's storm at present. It's just it's not necessarily going to be the nicest going. We've got a lot of hard ground to cover.
And this map of yours, it's reliable.
Yes, trust me, if someone at court wants me dead, they're going to be obtuse, but it's not going to be because I got lost and eaten by some snark and grumpkin. The snark and grumpkin is going to be at our destination.
Uh,
It's good enough
Lord
for me.
Carrick made a roll for an awareness.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah. There's two things that I want to keep an eye on. One is the like direction that we're heading. I have a somewhat understanding of the kingdoms that we now find ourselves ensconced in. So I just want to get my bearings, but also I want to have heard this entire conversation.
I would say with a 20, they weren't being absolutely silent, and given the way that sound moves over snow, even with tree break, you would have heard it. Now, there was an effort to be surreptitious. How well you reveal yourself, that's a different question. Now, your understanding of the kingdoms. It's a very interesting point. It is the year 1080. Radovid the First has died. His eldest son and heir is now king. Radovid of the First, of course, being a notorious fuckboy, to the point that he didn't even remember who the mother of his heir was. He basically fucked his way across everybody that he came across. And from all accounts, mostly consensual for a given value of power dynamics consensuality. But no violent sexual assaults, let's put it that way. At least that we can account for. But his son is popular. He was out there collecting sex cards like Witcher 1. His son is passionately in love with his wife. He is a wife guy all the way. His wife is an elf of some status. And it being only 20 years after the massacre at Lake Mune and the failed rebellion of Ailerin. It's seen as a positive for human-elven relations, this marriage. Radovid, one of Radovid's other sons, has kind of been shunted off into Kovir to turn Kovir into an actual kingdom. Could you give me either an education or a wilderness survival? With an 18 education, you are pretty sure that we are basically at the border between Redania and Kovir. This is a pass a mountain pass fiefdom. Important for the continuing trade and security, but also, given who the border is with, not really considered dangerous, at least from a political sense. Also known as the ass fuck of nowhere.
Uh, there's a small rustle from around his neck, like a very tiny bundle of feathers uh, jumps over to his arm, and he flicks his arm, pushing the small bird, a little pygmy owl, forward, whispering to it as it goes, "Find something that looks like a keep, and then bring us to it. I think we might be lost." Uh, and with that, Eric goes flying off in some direction ahead of us.
Do you have to roll for Eric at all?
Uh, Eric comes from a crystal skull. I don't think I have to.
No, you don't have to. I think do you just give any stats for perception or anything or awareness? That is a very important question.
That's a very good question.
I have the book. Hold on, I have the book. I've got the book. I've got the book right
I'm very
here.
impressed by this amazing question.
It's a very nice creation of a thing. 19. By the way, for those of you who don't know, we're playing The Witcher TTRPG from our friends over at Artosorian Games. They write good games. This is a very pretty book. I recommend buying both. Hashtag not sponsored in this particular instance.
If you're wondering if the animal has stats,
Yeah, it has to use the normal animal stats.
yeah, like it's basically a normal animal, except that if you give it an order, it automatically obeys because
Yeah,
it's like a
and
familiar.
And it has to stay within 50 meters of you. But that's massive amount of space.
Well, I mean, it can go further out, but the moment it goes further out, you can't give it
command.
any order to, yeah.
So roll me. I don't have stats for an owl.
We have stats for birds.
Okay, good. Where is that in the core one?
Page 311 of the core book.
Thank you very much.
No problem. I don't know if we have.
I don't
There
think
are other animals in like Witcher's Journal, but I think it's like panther and boar and stuff.
All the ones in Witcher Journal.
Boars, panthers. Yeah,
yeah.
no, they're not.
Everything in the Witcher Journal are all big predators.
They're not cute pygmy owls.
So
they're hunters. They just hunt voles and mice and sometimes small animals bigger than them.
Roll me. Okay, so I will roll for your charming owl friend who crits.
Yeah, Eric.
The charming owl friend crits, and he kind of bounces through snowbanks, through trees, and comes back to you after not very long, a couple moments. And you realize you weren't that far. You were actually not lost. You just were slow going. And as you all kind of break the tree line, you see in front of you that you've come to a open clearing, but more importantly, in front of you, as Eric leads you further, there is a bluff and a large frozen lake that you kind of come to the southern point at. with what looks like the remains of the tower, and as you are all over here, and I will switch the map view. But you do see like there's a dock attached to this island, really, like bluff. It's almost like this was a keep house. You can see they're out in the distance on the lake itself, a manor of some size, two and a half stories tall, bailey walls, fortifications, looks to be in good repair. This watchtower is gone. It does not exist. But the keep itself from here in the distance looks okay, that you can see.
Well, I hate to say it, Sir Baron, Sir Bedin. You might need to do some repairs.
Oh, the tower is going to be a long-term project, but I'm more interested in the manor.
This is already down. I imagine that place is not much better. I mean, it's standing, so there's that.
Well, again, I came from nothing, so even having this is, in its own way, a blessing. Just one that I have to work for. Nothing's really changed.
Well, that's cryptic.
I don't mean to be cryptic. I'm the son of two mummers. The fact that I'm even knighted is in the face of polite society.
Well, take it from me, polite society is not exactly what people think it is.
Can I get a...
Oh, I know. What were you saying, Pax?
I was going to say, could I please get two things? First of all, that $50 donation puts us at 65, which gets us to our first giveaway. Thank you, anonymous donator, for $50. We appreciate that. And second of all, can I get a magical training, please?
Oh, of course. You want it from The Witcher, right?
No. Witcher, I do want you to know that your medallion is not vibrating, but more like the remains of a pebble dropped in the water, and the very last ripples have started to die down.
Careful, everyone. There was something here, I think. And she'll just hold the Manticore medallion in her hand.
And before we get to that, we get to go to giveaway from our friends at Many Worlds Tavern. Everybody, including players, can enter. You're going to use exclamation point T-E-A. Just go ahead and write exclamation point T, and you're good to go. And we'll give it like 3 minutes, and then we will actually have Nightbot not fail to give us a winner this time.
Mm.
Yes, Nightbot.
Look, Nightbot knows what it did. PB will tell you.
Does.
Nightbot likes to take early vacations.
Those union breaks are gnarly this time of year, let me tell you.
Like
So, what are your...
Nutcracker.
What are your plans? Do you want to cross the lake right now, or do you want to wait? The
Well,
Witcher's
that's
right.
more.
There's something here.
I know enough that I know nothing, so I defer to the expertise of those who are here. If you say we should camp, we camp. You say we should go, we go.
It's a 21 on magical training.
So, two things.
Oh no.
Thing number one, there is a shit ton of magical residue in whatever perfectly destroyed this tower, but left its foundations in its perfect concentric circles. Right? Because if you think about, like, if it was a siege weapon of some sort, there would be a tower tilted one direction or the other. But this came down perfectly on itself. Point number two. It's damn fucking cold. I need everyone to make an endurance check, please.
Like suddenly colder or just
Like it's gotten
Normally colder.
significantly colder the closer you get to this body of water.
okay.
Now
In
that
that
could be,
normal way?
you need to beat a 15.
Just hit this. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, come on, Witcher S.
Oof.
Oh no.
So our dwarf is going to take 5 damage that goes through armor and 3 stamina. As you are fucking cold.
With the roll that I got in endurance, I
Yeah,
think
26. Yeah.
yeah, I think Safia sort of a little bolstered by the fact that it is cold. She sees Rorna, Dr. Bruja like shiver maybe or something, and things changed suddenly. She's gonna dismount and begin to walk closer to the center of that tower.
You should be able to move your figures.
Her. Who am I?
Hold on.
Okay,
let
I'm
me-
this one, I think. Yeah, I'm this one.
nameplates. I'm just going to put nameplates on everybody. Makes life easier.
Careful, Witcher S. This place was leveled by magic, or at least I think it was.
Thank you for the warning. I figured something must have happened. Does the medallion vibrate more as I get closer to the center of the tower?
Yes.
Okay.
It's fully vibrating now. It is also very, very cold.
I'm going to. Go ahead.
I was just gonna reflexively roll Witcher training to see if she knows of any, cold or ice-based monsters, monsters that do like that act like the ant lions in the Korath Desert and like burrow under the snow to come out after like maybe one of them, made their nest around here in those ruins. 24.
24. On a 24, you do know some things. You know of 2 things. Oh, hold on, you're Zeracanian. You know of 1 thing. That immediately jumps. Well, there are 2, right? There are mages that can do cold magic. A number of them. They, there are some that are very strong with cold magic and can bring an entire snowstorm down on you in a single day. But you also know with a 24 you said in Witcher training. You know that there are things that mages could summon like an ice elemental. But
And an ice elemental. Let's assume that a mage makes a mistake and summoned it right in the middle of the smallest circle.
mhm.
Could it have broken the tower to pieces by just appearing?
It could have even just done that much damage by spinning its arms, right? But
So
there's
she'll
still
reply.
something a little off in the way it's done. But yes, an ice elemental could have done that.
So she'll reply to Lord Carrick. Yeah, it does seem like some mage fuckery up there.
I'll try not to take offense to that. Hold on.
Well, from what I recall, the summoning of ice elementals is a thing. And summoning a creature, losing control of it in such a confined space could have wrecked the tower the way it did.
There is other ways. Big enough hailstorm, especially centralized. Your medallion, is it buzzing? Is it active?
She removed her hand from the medallion, and you can see, like, on her neck, it just keeps shaking.
Well, then let's see if I can try and dispel what's ever going on here. And he's going to reach his hands out, and I'm going to attempt to dispel this effect.
Yay, Pope, you won. You won tea. Put a passage in chat so Nightbot is happy.
Happy tea. First off, can I dispel this effect? Is that a thing that can even happen?
You can roll me magical training to find out.
I'm going to assume it's probably a no, but let's do it anyway. How do we feel about a 37?
37 is very nice. A 37 is very nice. So with a 37, you can dispel you can, in theory, dispel a summoned creature. In
If it is a
theory.
creature, yeah.
Depending on, mechanically rolling above it, of course, but also magically, you have to be magically strong enough to defeat the summoning spell. Also, a creature like that means that perhaps a mage may or may not still be present. But with a 37, I like big numbers. They make me happy. I like giving lore to people. Hey, Lord Carrick. As you turn around in this space, yeah, it looks kind of like an ice elemental could have done part of this if it was fighting something.
Weapons out.
Why would a mage summon an ice elemental?
There's something else here.
It's always a good thing. So
He'll get
guess
the
what?
shield out.
You guys are not surprised.
Annoyed, maybe.
Annoyed, but you are not mechanically surprised. As the music changes.
Indeed.
I would say, did you hear the music change? But I'm not surprised.
And
Just a deep sigh.
the ice shakes off in front of you.
Oh, great.
And the ice elemental does make its appearance in the center of coming at you. But you are not surprised, so they do not get ambush, which means you get to defend, yay. But I need, as he comes towards you and just stomps down with a giant foot, I need you and Safia to make me a reposition roll DC 17 to get out of the way of this cone of ice. Don't worry, everybody else is outside because there's a wall in between.
That was a 9.
Oh,
It's a 9 for me.
That's for we're basically repositioning, correct?
yes, to get out of the way of the cone of ice that's coming at you. As it just stomps down and shoves the snow and ice in front of it.
24.
Cool. Sophia's fine. The mage, however, takes 15 damage to the torso, which can be stopped by armor because this is giant project, ice and snow and everything in front of it. And you are frozen. You are suffering the frozen condition. So I'm going to make you a little bit, blue.
My maximum SP is 20, so does that all get absorbed?
So it's not going to go through your armor, but you are still frozen.
And my armor goes down by 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
No,
only
it has
if
to
you
go
take
through.
damage.
It has to go through. You have to take damage for the armor to reduce.
Alrighty, frozen.
Yeah. So, but yes, and the frozen condition. I should read you that. It's fun, at least in my mind. I like, but I built a mage around the frozen condition. You are not literally frozen as a block of ice, but your whole body is stiff and an icy glaze has formed on your clothes. Until you break the ice, you have a -3 to your speed and a -1 to reflex. You can break free with a DC 16 physique check, which takes an action. But we're going to roll initiative now. And don't forget to click your tokens so that you can,
Mm-hmm.
have that happen.
Oh no, wait, that was a reflex save. I'm bad. I'm bad at this. There we go.
Wait, Prax, what was the last one? Prax, what's the last one? Prax, what's under...
What?
Oh no. Oh no. This
What?
isn't good.
Wait, there's more people than there should be. Fuck.
Now you know how it feels, Simon.
That's a lot of individuals.
We're fucked.
Not necessarily.
Okay, who rolled 6 enemies in their backstory?
Not it.
I only rolled the 1, but the 1 is really powerful, so...
Mm-hmm. You did. But luckily for you, Lord Carrick, you'd get to go first.
Well, we had a plan. Let's follow that plan. I can still cast a spell while I'm under the effect of freeze, right?
Yes, you're just reflex and speed are taken down.
Reflex and speed do not affect spellcasting, that's will. So...
I know, it's great, isn't it?
This thing was summoned via magic. At least that's what we consume. So, I am still going to try and dispel this damn thing.
Go ahead.
And I'm going to use my focus, which is a greater focus. I forget what greater focus does because I haven't
Gives you
used it yet.
+3.
+3? Oh, wow. Here we go. Basic roll.
It also reduces your stamina cost by 3.
Yes. I will add the additional mod. I have to add the additional mod.
You do, because it's not built in, which is annoying because they built it in for the weapons now, but not for the focus.
Fine. Everything's fine.
I know, I shouldn't complain, but
How much stamina would this cost me?
well, first you have to beat the spellcasting roll, and you don't.
If I spend some luck, could I beat the spellcasting roll?
You don't know how much luck you need to spend.
I can still try.
All of it.
Okay, but I can spend some stamina, do a second action, and give it a good second try, can't I?
Yes.
How much stamina would that be? That's 3. for a second action. He like shakes his hands out because clearly this is not working. But we gotta make it work. We gotta try it. And one more shot. One more shot. Let's hope this works this time. No, it does not.
And you take, and luckily because it's dispel, it doesn't cause you to. Well, no, you lose 2 hit points.
2 hit points. Yay.
Yes, for magic fumble.
Yay. It's fun.
And you just hear a giant roar, which I'm not doing right now because my throat is shot. As you have now pissed it off.
Oh, great.
You know.
Great.
But is that the end of your turn, or would you like to move? Or no? Well, I mean, you can move. You're just slower by 3.
I am indeed slower by 3. Looking around, all I see right now is the elemental, right?
Oh no, you see everything you see on the map. You see all of those individuals who woke up and said, "Hi, we're here to play."
I'm going to.
Do they look like people? Sorry.
Oh yeah, they look human. They look
gonna
like well, you can roll me an awareness on your turn to get more information. Yep. By the way, the map should be correct for 1 meter each square.
Yes.
Theory for you.
Yay.
That's fine. That's 3 meters. I can do 3. So yeah, Carrick is gonna shove himself behind some rocks.
You
behind-
the walls are about 2.5 to 3 feet tall, so you're good enough to get cover behind them.
And that's exactly the plan.
Cool. Safia.
Yes. Okay. The awareness check, does it take up like part
No,
of
it's
my
a free
turn,
action.
or it's just free? Okay, so let me just do that first, because I want to see 16. What do those people look like? And does one of them look like a mage?
None of them look like mages. They all look like locals. Safia, you've been to the continent before, but these look like northerners, locals. They have some level of armor, but kind of hodgepodge. They also look glazed. And all of them are kind of bluish. That kind of bluish tinge you get when you're outside in the cold too long.
Oh, like they all have like hypothermia, or they all died of hypothermia, but they're still moving.
Possibly. Could be anything.
Okay. Well, with the meteoric hammer in hand and the shield up, she's going to move 1-2 in front of the elemental and engage it immediately, because let's not waste any time. And I don't want it to go after Lord Carrick, who succeeded at pissing it off.
That's fair. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 2 fast attacks. Oh no, wait. Shit. What's the joint attack? Because I'm dual wielding a shield.
Fast attack. Do you get joint attacks? I don't think you're not a viper. It's fast attacks.
No, it doesn't matter. The viper just get the.
Oh, they don't have a penalty and you can't block it. Joint attack.
But I don't remember where joint attack is.
You click the weapon skill, and that gives you the option underneath. So you have to click like sword, and then it'll give you fast attacks, whatever.
Okay.
Parry, block, charge. Like you have to click the word sword in skills.
Yeah, it's just
It's a pain.
so this being melee. Not an extra action. Of course, it's going to be the meteorite. Yeah, but see, that's what I think the problem is. Okay, no, here's the second weapon. Okay, cool. I got it. I never used joint attack sheet. This sheet. Gonna target specifically nothing special. I'm just gonna wham.
Well, there's really not a lot to target. It's a giant pillar
All
of
right.
ice.
The first attack is with the hammer. The second attack is with the shield.
Great.
So 26 and 25.
Well, he's going to attempt to dodge the first one. With a 9. Suck. And,
With a 9?
yeah.
Oh, that's some crit right there.
Yes, you get the crit damage, but he's immune to the crit effects because he is a giant block of ice.
Yeah. But it's still like 10 damage
20.
right through.
It's a 26 to a 9. That's a deadly crit.
Yeah.
So
Bonus
20
damage.
damage. 20 damage goes through.
Oh, because of both. Okay.
Yeah, because deadly crit is 20.
No, it's 10.
Its deadly crit is 20.
Okay.
No, it's bonus damage. Simple is 5, complex is 10, difficult is 15.
3, 5,
Deadly.
8, 10. I
It-
have it on page 158.
Yeah, 159 in the bonus damage at the bottom. Level, simple, plus 5.
Oh, because
complex.
it's immune. I'm sorry.
It is immune to the effects.
It doesn't have an enemy. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's like you just get the damage. That's what I'm saying. So you get plus 20 to the damage.
My bad.
And I'm sorry, I forgot that I that I popped it out, and therefore it then turned on the whisper rolls again.
Oh,
So I'll do that again, and I'll turn off whisper. What the heck?
well, while you do that, I'll roll well, location doesn't really matter, I guess, for
Yeah, it doesn't. It's just gonna exist in its own.
Cool. So then it's just gonna be damage for the first.
Mm-hmm.
28.
So 28 and 20 is 48.
And then I'll wait for it's a meteorite weapon. I don't know if that elemental is only vulnerable to silver though.
It is not vulnerable to meteorite. But it also doesn't have any resistances. It's just invulnerable to all of the conditions because it has no anatomy. It is a block of ice. And then what is the second attack at 25?
25, yeah.
Going to roll a 30 as you kind of like
Jeez.
come through with the meteorite to do like take a giant chunk out of its torso, and it continues moving and just kind of steps over the shield as you reposition yourself to attack with the shield. What are you doing anything else on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna burn 3 stamina for an extra action.
Go right ahead.
And then burn another 3 stamina to cast Igni at his face
I mean, fair.
with. Yeah, I wanted to lead in with the weapons to sort of, chip at it a little bit, and then.
I mean, you did 48 points of damage. That's like
so it's a
doing a lot
dodge or
more
a-
than shooting at it. A dodge or what?
Yeah, I'm sorry. It didn't roll. My sheet was over the thing. Yep. Oop. No, that's fine. It's cool. Oh, it needs to beat a 12.
With an 18. It just
Yeah,
kind of-
dodge that out of the way.
It's still moving, and that's stomping backwards, moving out of the way. However, we have a new friend. Our new friend would like to come and play. He seems to think it's a good time to come out and play. Or maybe. And he's gonna come. You're engaged with that, but there's a mage. So he's gonna run up on the mage and try and stab you. Yeah, you're behind cover, but he went around the wall, so he can do that.
Did you say this is a mage? Is this a mage on mage violence?
No. This is a guy with a sword. A big,
Oh.
long iron sword.
I was like, bold approach to just like go fisticuffs with another mage.
They don't use spells against each other. They
There's
don't,
a
they don't want to waste it.
16 to hit, Sir George, Lord Carrick, if you would like to attempt to defend yourself. Oh, that's great. And he's going to follow up with the dagger in his offhand. For a 20. But as he's up close and make your defense roll, please.
Which one is it that suffers at a penalty? Is it the block or is it the parry? I always forget.
Parry has a penalty, but if you succeed, it staggers them. Block has no penalty, but the damage goes to whatever you block with. But because this isn't a joint attack, you could also just still dodge again.
I'm going to. That was a parry.
A parry. So you took the negative on it. Oh yeah, you did. So he is staggered. Ooh, very intriguing. Do me a favor, please and thank you. It takes a -2 to his attack and defense. At the beginning of his turn, he can try and recover his penalty.
Just to be clear, I only got 20. I didn't get 21 because I forgot to take off the -1 to reflex.
Oh, okay. So the tie then goes to the defender, so he's not parried. Well, I don't know. Who's the defender in this case?
I would assume
One
me,
would
right?
think he would be the
Yeah, the person being
attacked.
attacked. You, tie goes to you. So yes, he is going to be staggered. I will make him staggered. He's got a little mark on him that he's staggered. Or that you can't see shit. So he's not going to have that. He's going to be bright green that he's staggered. Hey Hawk, welcome in. And why did I just close that? I need that open. Doop, doop, doop. So he's staggered. You parry. They do not have an attack. Make me an awareness.
Yes. Awareness. Holy shit.
Well, since you can't go to below 1, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that was impressive.
The fact that you double crit on a negative, yeah. For -27. Well, sucks to be you. All right, Sir George.
First thing I'm going to do is let out a very high-pitched whistle.
Mm-hmm.
Cold! Drag down! And calls up a wolf that has
Great.
been stalking the party for this entire time. And then he is going to kick his horse and he's going to charge the ice elemental.
Where do you want your stupid wolf? Your cool wolf.
Wolf should probably come up behind the one to the far right on the map. And let's attempt this charge and see if we actually connect with the ice elemental.
So you should be able to just pull it up from the... if you pull up the weapons skill, it is... This is wolf. And you're going to be able to control him because that's not something I need to worry about right now. All right, you can move him around, put him wherever you want. If you roll the weapon skill, if you click the word for the weapon skill, there is the option for the charge attack button.
Yeah.
That will take the negatives into effect. If you succeed on the charge, it knocks them prone.
Well, I'm using the War Lance, which also has the charge capability, so for the 9 meters I move to engage, I would be doing an additional 9d6 damage. So if this actually connects, it does 11d6.
Okay, so you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Where is...
Against the ice elemental.
Oh, our friendly ice elemental. Okay. Fun fact. Everything will happen except being knocked prone. Sorry. He's immune to the effect. 16.
I'm fine with that. I'm more interested in doing 11d6 damage.
Do 11d6 damage.
37.
That hurts. That hurts my soul.
Cavalry matters.
It does. It's still standing, but you've definitely chipped off a big chunk of it. Like a big chunk right around the rib area goes bye-bye.
Yeah. And the wolf will get behind the thing. And let's see here. So let's see for wolf. Just getting the wolf stats.
It's in the core rulebook in the bestiary. Hold on, I got it.
I know. I pulled it up just now.
Okay, good.
Because I had it open already. Okay, so we're rolling a. So that's a brawl. So 6 plus 27.
It's a melee if he's using his claws.
Okay, it's the same stat. So
Yeah, exactly. It is.
it'll be 11. $19 to hit the ice elemental.
He just swings an arm down to kind of block with a
Okay.
19 and just kind of like bats away the wolf.
That's my turn.
Stoddy. Oh, there's a Witcher. Gonna come up on the Witcher and try and hit the Witcher.
A hit with what?
An iron sword.
They have weapons. Okay.
Yes, they have
I thought for a
weapons.
second it could have been, claws.
No, they have weapons. They tried to stab your mage a minute ago.
It's gonna be a parry for me.
Okay.
With the shield, of course.
We'll go for 32.
$19.
Oh
So,
dear.
That's a crit.
Yeah, that's a 13 above.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
wait. Just in case, to check something. Do I have the penalty to parry if it's a shield?
Yes,
Manticore?
you do, because the penalty.
I think I do anyway, right?
The parry. It's just the penalty of the parry act. Unless unless there's something special about a manticore that gives you.
With the shield. Let me just check the PDF. I don't think so. I think it's either gonna be a 19 or a 22. I mean, it's a crit one way or another.
Yeah, the question
It's
is
just the degree.
It's just the degree of crit. Yeah. Manticore. Boop. Meteorite, silver damage. Witcher shields. Nope. It. I believe it stays where it is.
It does. But that's only a difficult crit, not a deadly crit.
Wait, no. Manticore school ability, Shield Monster. Which is the Manticore defend us first, foremost, blah, 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 blah. A Manticore school Witcher is never required to take an action to draw, store, shield, takes no penalty to parrying with the shield, and can still use the hand carrying their shield to drink potions, throw bombs, or cast signs.
Thank you. I was looking at just the table for the shield, not the text above.
Okay, so
Okay.
but it's still a complex crit. So
Yeah, it would have rolled 10 above me. So
5 gives me a complex, a fractured arm. So you're going to take 8 points of damage. I roll like shit. 8 points of damage, and a fracture to your arm.
8 point doesn't go through the armor.
Yeah, but you're still going to take the what is it?
Yeah,
the,
what?
5 to the 5 through the armor.
5 through. Okay.
Plus
And,
a -3 to all actions with your.
It's
right
going to be the one with the shield, right? Because
Yeah.
I tried to parry
So
with
you,
the shield.
so whichever left arm.
Left Yeah.
Your shield arm. -3 to all actions with your shield arm. Great.
She she cries out.
Okay, cool. He's gonna follow up with a stab from his dagger, because he can do that.
The stab with the dagger is gonna be just a simple block.
Okay. That's a 16.
And I got a -3. 35.
You're fine. So
Should have
that's-
blocked the first time. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yup.
Uh, Runra. Runa. Doctor, you've got people bleeding.
I do. I must go and help them. I will go to our Witcher, considering they are our most injured.
I will tell
And-
you that
Uh-huh.
the walls that you see are 2 feet tall. So if you're gonna try and parkour over them, I need athletics.
Can I go? Are there any openings anywhere?
Yeah, there's
in
one
this
here.
rubble?
There's one here. There's one here. I'm just saying that you're gonna have to go through the.
Okay, then what do I need to make?
If you're gonna
Athletics?
parkour, I need athletics.
Do I have to parkour?
You don't. You can go through the rubble. But otherwise, it's gonna take your whole action to get there.
I mean, that's probably still my best option. It's not like I have anything in athletics. So I will make my way with my little legs through everything and stand next to our Witcher.
Are you sure you want to be next to both me and the dude with the sword and the dagger?
Yeah, because I from what it sounds like, you're not really good at stopping being hit. So
Preventative medicine.
I can't help you this round, but I can cause
I
interference.
mean, you can spend 3 stamina to take an extra action.
Oh, can I? Oh.
Yep. Everyone can do that. It's just whatever roll you're gonna do, the sheet is gonna ask you, is it an extra action? And by saying yes, it's gonna apply the like -3 penalty that you
Oh.
have.
Oh. Okay.
You can like overexert yourself to do something more, but
Then can I try to do some quick healing then on
You can do
our
for
Witcher?
healing hands. You can use as a first aid check. Yep,
Okay.
so that you can stabilize her broken arm. Yeah, that'll work really well.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do so? All this whole status tree, or not status tree, this skill tree. Do I roll
So
each one individually, or
yeah,
like
but you're the only way you can do in combat is healing hands, which is the one at the top.
yeah.
Unless you're doing
Okay.
attacking, right? Like any of the attacking ones you can do while you're attacking after you hit.
Mhm.
But for healing in combat, you can only use healing hands.
Gotcha.
Because you can't put up
Um,
like putting up a medical tent takes hours, doing surgery
Yeah.
takes hours, right? This is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
enough to stabilize the broken arm.
Gotcha. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Is not additional mods, right?
Nope.
That's not where I'm gonna.
22. You are good. Yeah, because you have to make a DC. Yeah, no, you're fine. So you are only at a -2 to all actions taken with that arm for right now.
Witcher.
Thank you.
Try not to get hit next time. It's not on your important arm.
Is that your turn then, Doctor?
Yes, and I shall stay here.
Great. We have another friend who's gonna pop through here and fire a wonderful crossbow at you, Sir George, on the horse.
Okay. All right.
But you know,
Hey, if he fumbles, he hits the ice elemental.
it's a 16.
All right. I will attempt to dodge. So-
Yes, the arrow just goes whizzing by as we follow it on the camera beyond as its point where it's going to hit the stone wall right next to Lord Carrick. Not in danger of hitting him, but just like visually stunning.
Nice.
And then our last friend is going to make an appearance from over here, step around the rubble, and also fire a hand crossbow at, well, who can he hit? The mage. For a 14. Wow, they're rolling like shit.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll dodge that.
You dodge it very well. Roll me an awareness, Lord Carrick.
18.
Roll me a magical training.
I see where this is going. 23.
They're dead.
Yeah, I figured. It's good to have confirmation, though.
Mm-hmm. A mage that animates the dead isn't going to leave them very far away. But it's our friendly neighborhood elemental's turn.
Friendly?
Would we call them friendly?
He's very friendly.
It is in the neighborhood. I will say. I'll take that.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of this version of Frosty.
Yep. And what he's going to do is he's going to crunch down real low and then
Oh, no, I see this.
burst upwards and then fall back down. And I need everybody in melee range. So Sir George, Safia, the wolf, Runa, you are within melee range of him because that's the important thing. He has reach. Stotostati, they're all going to have to make a
Oh boy.
reposition, which is athletics. So do not get.
Athletics.
Behind the wolf also is within melee range, right?
Yep. Let's see. Yes, he is. Well, no. Yes, he is.
Oof.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna spend preemptively 1 luck on that.
Which one did you roll?
I
Oh, you're
haven't rolled my reposition yet, but I'm gonna put 1 luck in it.
Okay, you need a 16.
21.
By the way. Or 17, by the way. Sorry. So, luck dude fails. Stati. Hold on. I have your-
Oh. That's what happened. It reposition, you said?
which is an athletics. And you need to beat a 17. Oh, Stati succeeds.
Wolf succeeds.
Wolf succeeds. Stati succeeds.
I
Sathia
fail.
succeeds. If you failed, you are now
Mhm.
frozen, and you take 66.
Oh,
To the torso. So 20 damage to the torso. And you are
Okay.
suffering from the frozen conditions.
Well, I think that breaks my armor. Yeah, that will completely break the armor. And I will take 11 to the chest.
Okay. Well, you're very frozen too. It's chilly. It's a little chilly. It's a little chilly.
Mm-hmm.
But as he emerges back into a standing position, Stati is fine. This dude is frozen, so he's gonna get a little blue dot on him. The wolf is fine. Sir George, you are frozen, so you get a blue dot. Lord Carrick is frozen, you get a blue dot.
and the good doctor.
Yeah, I'm frozen.
Oh yes,
I get a
sorry.
blue dot.
You do. And mhm.
A call is saying that the sound was low for everyone.
Are you better now? Because I did turn myself up, so hopefully things
Okay.
are better.
Okay.
Okay. They did say that you were a touch louder.
Okay, so that's good. You know. There we go. Okay. I moved myself back up. So it's again. This is as good as it gets, guys. Let me know if it's too loud or low. I can pull the actual volume up, but I physically can't be any louder. And so we rely on technology. But we, before we go to break, Carrick,
Uh-huh.
with
You want to build a snowman?
do you with a 23, I have 2 questions for you when it comes to magical training.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you go to school?
Despite perhaps what I wanted, I went to Banhard.
So you did go to school is the important
I did.
part here.
I went to a school, yes.
You went to a school, you studied, you're
I went
aware
to
of
school.
things, you're
Yeah.
aware of all of this. Looking across the battlefield as this ice elemental crashes back down and spreads the ice in the entire area around it, you see a figure through the ice on the other side of the tower. Tall, lithe, stunningly gorgeous, very distinctive pointed ears, glaring daggers at both you and Sir George. Feminine.
Great.
She is distinctive, powerful. Oh. Well, that is a crit for whomst. Boyce, give me an idea who that's for. But as she glares at the two of you, we're gonna go to break, and we'll see what happens when we come back. So stretch, bio, refresh. I'm going to get myself some tea. We'll see how things go. I'm sure that nothing bad is going to happen for the rest of the session. We'll see you in a little bit, everybody. Hi everyone.
We'll go
We're
back.
back. We're here. I have tea. I have people. Um just before we left, two things. Number 1, we are $30 short of our next giveaway. $30, and then we're going to give away a wonderful gift from our friends at Epic Desk. Desk makers of desk mats for mice and TTRPGs. They're really pretty. They're really pretty. They're really, really pretty. They're really nice too. But just saying. And as Lord Carrick looked across, he saw this beautiful woman, tall, lithe, delicately pointed ears, glaring daggers at him and Sir George. And she reaches out with a staff in her right hand and twists. And I need everybody to make me a resist magic roll, please. Oh wait, that was a thing. A thing happened.
Before we do that,
Yes.
before we do a resist magic roll, can I try and steal this spell?
I have never seen this in action.
Simon. Thank you for that. You're gonna give the crit to PB. Okay, good. We have a crit for PB. You can use that when we get to it. You're going to try and steal the spell.
Yep.
It has never, in my instance, mechanically worked. But
Look, life is short and it's a one shot.
it is indeed a one shot.
Might as
Okay.
well.
You read the mechanics on this, because
Yes. Steal spell allows you to take control of another mage's spell and redesignate its target. When another mage casts a non-master level spell, you can immediately force the mage to make a contested spell casting check against me. If I succeed at this check, I can change the target of the spell to anyone within the range of the original caster or myself if the spell had a range of self. If the spell requires an attack check, use my spellcasting check from the contested check. If the spell I steal is active, I must remain control of the spell. I remain in control of the spell, but I must pay its active cost. This isn't such a confusingly worded spell, but I'm happy to try it because life is short.
see, usually I would say go for it, but
Am I within range first?
well, no, you have a bigger problem with that first sentence.
Master.
Non-master.
Baka.
Okay.
What was the resist magic you said?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pump 2 luck into that.
How much stamina was spent here? Because I still have got another trick up my sleeve for this.
Yes, you can attempt to dispel it, but I'm not going to tell you what stamina it is until after you successfully roll to dispel.
Okay. So
Because otherwise it's bullshit.
I will first roll with spellcasting, and if that doesn't work, then I will roll with resist magic.
Mm-hmm.
Wizard Jewel, everybody. It's a +3 because I have my focus on me. No negatives from being frozen. 25.
You are short. Significantly.
All right.
She double crit
Ooh.
on her spellcasting. I
I
re-rolled it
see.
early. I'm going to be very blunt. You are significantly short unless you know, you don't have enough luck. I know your character sheet, you don't have enough luck.
I could re-roll it.
You can.
With this little advantage I have, but
You
I
can.
don't like the odds of me actually critting on this.
No, she crit really high, and that was the thing. Like she
And here's the thing: life is short. You try what you can, and if you can't succeed, let's see what cool effect the spell has, right?
Yep. And you can go ahead and roll the resist magic though.
I did 17.
Yes, and all of you are we're going to have fun in a second.
Alt 18.
Oh yeah. Everybody going to have fun in a second. Hold on. Cuz it didn't load correctly. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
There we go. I'm fixing a thing. Cool. So, everyone, you were pleasantly freezing your ass off in the presence of an ice elemental.
Mhm.
And this woman appears and casts and pulls, and for flavor, because I can, and because she's a kind of a bitch in the best way possible, pulls the staff, points it at you, Carrick, and then shifts it almost as if she's drawing a lasso to pull all of you into a location. And you are no longer outside and freezing your ass off. You are now inside. A very pleasant sitting room. There's a light fire going. There's a small chair in front of the fire. Stone walls, stone floors. She is nowhere to be seen.
Am I still on my horse?
No, you are not on your horse.
Your horse is on you.
That would be bad.
You are not on your horse. Hold on. Your wolf friend does come with. Your wolf friend does not come with you either because they are both animals.
All home.
And at the moment, that spell was not going to do that. But while we let you all decide what you're going to do, I am going to run the giveaway for our friends at Epic Desk because we got there. And we're going to use exclamation point desk, DESK, and go ahead and write exclamation point desk in chat. Anybody can win, players, viewers. Go for it.
Sure.
Well, you are, deciding what you're doing as you look
yes,
around this very
Safia.
nice room.
Safia's gonna unstrap the shield, and then cradle her arm, present it to Doctor Broda. It might need some more work on your part, Doc.
Yes, absolutely. And I look around and I see this couch
Yep.
in front of us.
Mm-hmm. In front of a fire. It's very nice. It's warm. It's pleasant.
I'm gonna kick it just to see if anything weird happens.
Nothing weird happens. It just kind of shifts a little. It's old. It's heavy. It's wood. Nothing falls out of it. It doesn't seem like it's rotten in any way. There's a nice plush, well stuffed with red velvet. There's a fire lit in the fireplace. It's warm in here.
Then I'll lead you, Safia, to the couch and lay you down so I can work on your arm. And
now you can roll diagnose and surgeon and
analysis.
Yeah, all that stuff to give you all of the bonuses you want.
Okay, doke.
And because it's only a complex crit.
I don't need to get amputated.
Exactly.
That's good. That would make me sad. Oof. And then I'm assuming that one also. I'll just roll all that. Okay. So then that will give you +2 to any healing hands.
Yes, so you have the +2 to any healing hands roll. You don't succeed on
It's broken.
the analysis, but you
Probably.
do succeed on the effective surgery.
Nice. All right. And then just a regular healing hand roll.
Yep. So you add +2,
+2.
and it's going to lower. Yep, you don't even need it though. There you go. This is why you bring a doctor.
And it's like, there you go. That should work. A little bit better.
I was muted. Thank you, doctor. Do we count that as like the 4 checks immediately, or do you
Yeah,
want...
we're going to count that as the 4 checks immediately. Because you don't need to make 4 checks if you have a doctor.
Thank you for that,
Bro.
doctor. What does effective
Effective surgery doesn't. Effective surgery lowers the DC for the
Oh, cool.
for a crit, but she didn't need it. It's a 36.
Yeah.
So you've healed the crit. You are now. You are fully out of a crit. You are healed, effectively. You just need
treated.
You're into treat. No, you have no more penalties. You just are.
Oh, I'm out of
Yeah.
it completely, basically. So no more penalties on my...
Yeah, because she succeeded on the healing hands and the effective surgery.
Safia's gonna like gently massage her forearm. Oh, I could have used your services several times in my life.
Don't get too excited.
Where
There's a
are
strong
we?
possibility this isn't real.
I feel like the sutures are pretty real.
All illusions do. So let me just see if I can figure out if we are in one. The only thing that makes sense, capture us all in the same illusion. Right? That's how this works. Can I
What?
try and do magical training to see if I can figure out what the hell just happened?
Mm-hmm.
23.
She forcibly teleported you.
Ugh. I fucking hate teleportation.
So, any idea where we are?
Oh, wait, what was that? A 23 on your magical
Yes.
training?
Yeah.
If you look down, Carrick,
Yeah?
you see the remains of arcane sigils on the floor. Old, very old, worn out almost. And you feel magic here of at least 2 active curses. And there's a nice placard, like a shield above the mantle above the lit fireplace. By the way, the fireplace is lit. It's nice and warm. It's giving you light and heat. And that placard above the the shield, the heraldry above the fireplace is distinctive, Carrick.
Describe it for me for fun, wouldn't you?
I believe it's a tower. I believe, right, like slightly more mountainous shaped with like a small window in it and a dragon that circles the base of the tower.
We're home, is where we are.
Where? Your home?
It's not my home.
Neither is it mine.
My barding, so yes, this is my house. Well, it was a long time ago.
So,
Why
I
didn't you
didn't
know how
see
to
the...
get out?
Then elvish witch, no less. My sister's not fond of elves. Or at least, not in trust one enough to capture your brother kind of way.
I am deeply and terribly confused.
Oh, okay. A long, long time ago, you know, my sister was born after I was, but unfortunately, I was a bastard. My father recognized my, heraldry, recognized who I am, but I was never put in the line of succession. So the principality went to my sister. She, I made a name for myself. And unfortunately for her, no one likes her. So eventually, I was considered a threat. She turned against me. She cursed me. Or at least, I suspect she did.
Okay, so do we know how to break the curse?
I don't know. Sophia, do we know how to break the curse?
I need to figure out what kind of curse. What can you tell us about? You said this is your family's home?
The same curse I asked you to figure out, what was it, 2 decades ago?
So we're inside the cursed home.
Well, no, I'm cursed. I don't know if the house itself is also seemingly cursed, but I don't know if it's related or not.
Okay, how many curses are we dealing with right now?
Well, I rolled a lot of curses at character creation. Sorry, I mean,
It could be any of them. Hey, pull out my scroll real quick and list them off.
Yeah, for the sake of people watching, Safia's just gonna ask you, even though she would remember, like, 20 years ago what you asked her, but can you refresh my memory on?
my blood is made of poison, and I'm haunted by specters of closeness. Also, all my relationships turn to shit.
That's just a you problem.
No, as in they die in terrible, terrible ways. Sometimes by my
Okay.
own hand.
That
Well,
sounds
that
like
feels-
you have 3 curses, and how many curses are tied to this location?
2. And it is 2. The whole
So,
seeing specters of my beloved and also never managing to hold down a man are kind of related. Or woman. Or
Were
both, to be
you-
honest.
not my place to judge.
Go ahead.
What was the last thing that you did in this house before you left?
I told my sister that she'd never understand just how much I've done for her, and I banged the door behind me. This was after Banard. I'd returned home. We had a fight.
But you had already been cursed by then, correct?
Oh, the poison blood thing, yes.
GM, can I roll Witcher training to get an idea of, like, Simon thinks that the blood poison thing might be related to, familial issues, generational trauma.
Not everything is generational trauma.
But no, but when it's in the
Feels-
blood, it's often got to do something with, like, your parents or your family or what have you, It's
Go right
the
ahead.
two other ones that I'm trying to, and also, is my medallion vibrating the whole time we're in the house?
Not really. I mean, remembering, of course, that the medallion has a set distance from things. But your mage tells you that there are curses active here, but you just aren't going off, so probably you aren't close enough to whatever's been cursed. In this particular instance, with a 21 in Witcher training. 21 Witcher training. Safia.
Mhm.
Would you like the good news or the problematic news.
Let's go with the good news first.
You know how Carrick was poisoned.
Okay. How?
That's the extent of the good news.
Oh, yes. See, the problematic news is you now remember that you used to know this information.
Yeah, that.
And a mage took it from your mind. And you remember what she looked like now as she stood across from you. Tall, streaks of blood across her face, flicking human blood from her sword, leading the last vestiges of a broken army fleeing a battlefield and the destruction that Ailerin had brought upon us, herself and others. Francesca is distinctive, and she hates with a passion. And that hatred has traveled down bloodlines. You're right. Carrick is cursed because of his blood, because of his parents, because Francesca believed that such a union could never be happy and should never have been conceived of.
When you say Francesca,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
mean like the
Yes.
Francesca Findabair.
Yeah. 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 I mean, she's only like 120 right now. It was her teenage rebellion years were the fall of Aelerin's rebellion. Well, excuse me, like 250, sorry.
So, Lord Carrick, I have a good news, and I also have a tragic news. Give me a moment. I'm just gonna ponder on the tragic news for a second. What's the tragic one?
Tragic news is that well, that was the problematic news is that
Problem. Okay.
she cursed them. She cursed him she cursed the fruit of her sister's womb.
Ah, see,
As
I thought
being
that was the
pleasant.
good news.
Being
Okay.
no, the good news is you remember, right? The good news is you
Yeah.
remember, and then we'll get to the other news later.
Lord Carrick, got good news and bad news for you. The good news is I once knew how to rid yourself of the curse. I know who cursed you. I also do not remember how to rid yourself of the curse.
So why was I cursed to begin with?
Your family has ties.
Not another
with-
word. Not another word.
You asked.
No, I know, but the moment you mentioned my family, look, I don't know how people will react to that kind of news. I'm lucky. They just see me, they don't ask questions. Careful who you tell that to.
I'm gonna turn towards Sir George and Brorta. Slick shrug.
I mean, to be fair, the doctor's not going to be your problem.
Yeah, it's not the doctor. I'm not worried about, forgive me, the door.
Like, George just kind of looks like dumbfounded at the entire conversation. Do I need to leave? Like,
You're saying that I was cursed because of my heritage.
I was cursed because someone hated the guts of one of your family members. You caught strays, as it were.
That's not an expression up here. Where's that for expression for? Is that Zarkanian?
Yeah, it's catching on. We've moved past on fleek, And the next generation of Witchers are all about 6'7", which I have no idea what it is.
None of those words made sense to me. Probably never say them again.
I too am cursed. I speak in tongues.
Okay.
By the way, I put her
So-
I put her picture, her official art in chat, just so you know who you saw.
Hold on.
It's not Kelly, but it could be Kelly's cousin.
I mean, yeah.
All right. So I'm cursed because of my heritage. Do you know by who? Who hated my heritage enough?
A sorceress. One, well, the very one who brought us here. Last I encountered her, she went by the name Francesca Findebear.
Do I recognize that name?
Or Francesca Find a Bear.
You can roll me education or wait, no, what's the noble skill?
Well,
Etiquette?
notoriety is kind of like it's for other people to know you.
Yeah, that's
not the other way.
Not the other way. Yeah, education or
social etiquette.
No, it's not social etiquette. She would not fall under social etiquette.
Okay.
That like just
So
straight
education.
up education or I would take here a an elder speech option
My elder speech is better than my education, so let's go with that.
because there's a level of translation involved in her name.
Maybe
Same
some-
options
19.
with me.
Huh?
Same options with me. I am assuming.
Or yes, you can roll education or elder speech.
So 19 on elder speech.
18 on education.
Okay, we'll go with the 19 first. Francesca Findebear is an alias. That is not her real name. That is a name that,
Okay.
the Findebear is a title that she uses amongst, as she deems them, lesser beings. But she is known at Francesca is her name, but she is also known as Enid Ann Galena, Daisy of the Valleys. She is elven. She is vehemently anti-human. Her father is one of the last kings of the elves, and she publicly disagreed with him about supporting Ailerin. She wanted to support Ailerin in the rebellion, to the point that she basically defied her father and said, "This whole company of elves is going with me, and I'm leading these company of elves on the battlefield." She is a badass sorceress who hates humans with a fiery, flaming passion. She also got all of her companions violently dead, and her father disinherited her and swore never to even speak to her again. And to all accounts, hasn't for the last 20 years.
That's not good.
With education, you know all of that. You also know one other important point, Carrick. Based on your magical training and the education put together, she is a very well trained, very strong elven mage sorceress. She is a true sorceress, right? In a few centuries, she's going to start hanging around with, a bunch of people at a lodge, and then arrange for a bunch of murder and say "fuck you all" and go off to Nilfgaard. She is a horrible person. We all hate her. She has no redeeming qualities. She has less redeeming qualities than Letho of Gullet.
I mean, she's okay. Look, admittedly, she is easier on the eyes than Letho of Gullet.
Okay, she has less redeeming qualities than Philippa Ironheart.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
So your family pissed off a disinherited elven princess.
Yeah, your mother did. That's what
I
happens when
think
she's
it's
your
funny
aunt.
when you're laying it down. Uh, well, I was right about something. This is a family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
You are related?
I'm an elf. Well, not really, but to most humans, it's all that matters, right? You are, you aren't. And of course, to her, I'm not elf at all. I'm the other thing.
You look human, but you're also a mage. So you're kind of neither.
I had flatter teeth when I was born.
Okay. Uh,
Elves tend to do that. Look, I am half elf. My mother is. She told me about. She told me about the daisy that was part of our family line. I didn't get to speak to her much. She died when I was young.
you are related to the banished princess.
Apparently, I'm related to everyone and everything on Earth. Well, sorry, in Kovir. I didn't say the other thing. You can't say I said the other thing. But yes, apparently. I'm related to Enid and Glenna and my own sister, which it's amazing how many people in this family hate me
Mm.
through no fault of my own. Well, not the last one.
Oh, okay. Um, so I'm getting that whilst I have a mixed lot in life, it's nowhere near as complicated. Uh,
I have my father was he fell in love. And that was a mistake because he fell in love with someone he could not fall in love with. He should not have fallen in love with. And unfortunately for everyone involved, she fell in love with him too. She gave birth to me, but I was a bastard. And it was important for my father to have an actual heir. So he married someone else. Shortly thereafter, my mother dies. My sister's born.
does I I we're getting into politics. I am not very good at that. And to the credit of Sir Turld, I the knight who I was squired, politics are deadlier than a blade.
Trust me, you
But
haven't seen something evil until you've seen politics.
uh,
After all,
I
my sister may have cursed me, and my aunt may have cursed me, but neither of them did the terrible thing I did to my sister. I put her
what
on the
did
throne.
okay, so she's paranoid. Got it. Um, but I don't see Daisy working with your sister to inconvenience you.
No, she wouldn't. Or at least I don't know. I look. I'm only attaching all these pieces together myself just now. I had no idea that Enid and Glenna was part of my heritage. God,
Mm.
that's. I mean, Lebiota. That's. It's practically asking for
So,
trouble.
so you're telling me you have not had contact with your maternal grandfather?
I have not had any contact with anyone of my maternal line except for my mother.
As dangerous as it is, it may be wise to fix that.
Well, sorry, I should correct myself. Apparently, we've all had contact with someone from my maternal line.
Can I
After
get
all,
an
we all got
awareness?
teleported by her.
Can I get an awareness check from Safia and our good doctor?
Yeah, I'm too busy talking.
The two of you are too busy talking and being
Yeah.
emotional at the moment.
Oh, jinx.
Twinsies.
So cute.
So, as Pope likes to say, I have news.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want the good news or the complicated news?
Oh. I vote good news. How about you, Simon?
Yeah, always start with the good one.
It's very pleasant in here right now. Temperature is nice and warm. Smells of roses and lilacs. Complicated news. Well, Doctor, you hear that sound of a dog's nails on a tile floor. Safia, your medallion is vibrating.
I'll shush the other two who are talking. Shh. Something's wrong. Something's coming.
It doesn't get closer. It doesn't move closer at all. But you can hear it outside the door. Both doors, even. A little ways away.
Mistress Doctor, Witcheress, what are you hearing? Clue the rest of us in. Other two of us.
Claws.
Good dog.
Did you have a
And
dog?
Hawkeye, you won. Give me send me a message. I'll talk to you about the Epic Desk thing.
Dog. Yes?
I don't think that's cold.
Also, my dog would be, you know, around 70 years old at this point. 80, actually. It's a bit too old
Yes,
for a
but
dog.
it seemed Daisy may have been responsible for our frosty reception, so
Okay,
I wouldn't
Enid,
put it.
don't call her Daisy. She probably hates that.
She hates me on principle. But
Why does she
sure,
hate you?
I'll call her. I'm human.
Right. Principle is different.
But sounds like we have unwanted guests.
Okay, put that down. You're in my home. Don't wreck the furniture.
I'm much more accurate with this than anything else on my person.
Mistress Berta, Mistress Saad, if you both wouldn't mind that you've heard the noises, could one of you go and investigate?
I'll draw the shield. Feel my arm a bit. Get the hammer, and I'll move to the. Which of the door was the one that we heard the sound come from?
South.
Oh, I can't move anyone.
Oh, hold on. Oh, what the heck is going on?
We're just part of the furniture.
Yeah, that. Oh, it's because you're on the wrong layer.
We all realize we're glued to our chairs.
Yeah, it's like, wait a second.
That
No,
was the
it's
trap all along.
it's literally because you're on the wrong layer. Uh,
We're actually still frozen outside.
sorry about that, everybody. Should
That's fine.
There you go.
be better
yep.
now.
Boop.
There we go.
Well.
So this door you heard sounds coming from in that general direction.
I'm gonna get closer not quite put my ear against the door because I don't want my face right next to a door. Do I hear the sound still?
Roll me a um awareness.
16.
You hear the sounds, but they're not in the hall. It's almost like something's pacing, but can't get to the hall.
Hmm. I'll try the door. Is it locked? Are we locked in?
The door on your side is not.
Okay. I'll open it and peer through. Like I'll look like to the right, to the left, and then just back in the room for a moment to look over at Lord Carrick and go, "This is your house. You know the layout of this place. Where are we? Where would your sister's chambers be?"
On the upper floors. We're on the ground. I think.
The
Mhm.
staircase that's right next to this room.
As long as it goes up, yes. That
Yeah,
would
does
be.
it go up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So we are on the ground. She's redecorated. I don't like it.
Hey, Carrick,
Yeah.
roll me magical training, please.
Oh, great. Sure, why not? I'm sure nothing bad will happen. That's impressive. I'm going to use my reroll for this.
I mean, I would recommend it in this particular instance.
19.
An 11 is shit. 19 is passable.
Actually, we'll spend a point of luck to bring that up to a 20.
I will accept a point of luck spent to make it a 20. With a 20, everything in here is old. She hasn't redecorated. You just thought that she should have. Everything in this house, the color scheme, the furniture, it's your father's decorations. It's not hers. You remember the sigil that's on the floor at your feet that's kind of worn away. And that there are two curses active that are not on you currently in this space. There.
I'm going to ask you a very important question.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is there any dust on anything?
No. But there is blood. The fire's roaring and warm. The lights are powerful. There's wood stacked next to the fireplace.
We should go upstairs. And without saying another word, he immediately leaves the room and starts heading upstairs.
Roll me at resist magic.
Oh, absolutely. 22.
Great. I'll hold that for a second. What is everybody else doing?
Looking back out, I think I'm gonna step into the hallway.
You step into the hallway. Your medallion starts to vibrate.
Mm.
Okay, I'll let the others go, and then I'll do something else when we get back to me.
What does the doctor do?
I just bridge the gap between, I'll say in between Sir George and Sophia and Lord Carrick. Just to make sure that I have both of them kind of in my view.
Yeah, the cardinal rule of never get too far away from your healer to act. Mm-hmm. It's a very important rule. Pay attention to it. If you're out of line of sight, we can't heal you. Sir George, what are you doing?
Going to brandish my shield and my mace and get behind the good doctor.
Are you directly behind or to the side of the good doctor? Because otherwise you're going to hit the good doctor in the head with your shield.
I'll be off to the side then.
I just was thinking about that. It's like, nope. Short people problems. I've experienced this before.
I'll be off to the side then.
Great. Safu, you had a question.
Yes. I'm going to. So basically, once I come out and people start moving behind me, I don't know what Lord Carrick is doing, but I am going to go check that door across the hall. Because if we're going to move upstairs, I'd like to make sure that there's nothing that's gonna, spring out from behind us.
Roll me an awareness.
Yeah. 17.
The door is open or cracked. It could be pushed open, right? Like it's not locked or anything. No. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, Norden. There's no red Jennies here. There's a bed, ornate, kind of framed between two windows. You can see the remains of a arcane drawing of some sort. You would need some either really high witcher, like, do you have invested in like, what is the mage path for witchers?
Meditation, magical source. I don't have heliotrope.
Yeah, you need heliotrope probably. You see blood spatter. You also see the fire in this room is banked, but is recently banked, right? Like it's could be lit really well. The bed itself is intact, it's just unmade. Rich, thick red velvets and silks. And you smell blood. And canine.
Smells like blood and dog. I'll keep one eye into the room, but just glance at Lord Carrick. You sure you never had any dogs or wolves or hunting hounds or anything of the sort?
Why did you ask?
Because I keep smelling dog, hearing claws on hardwood floors.
I hadn't walked in this house in decades. Unless, of course, I walked in it recently. Pet theories. I didn't have it. Did you see blood in that room?
Yes, blood and a magical drawing.
Okay, knowing that resist magic is coming, I'm gonna just do a little peek.
Cool. What are you looking for? And which way are you looking?
I'm looking at the magical drawing on the floor.
Oh, so magical training.
Trying not to think about how this is probably one of my grandniece's rooms. Well, my only grandniece at this point. 21.
21. I will give you a piece of information, then you may ask questions as you desire.
Okay.
It is non-human magics.
Elven.
How dedicated is Carrick to the studies of elven magics?
It gets you an edge in the right kind of duel, so quite a lot.
Mm. It's similar to magics you have studied of an elven nature. There are certain symbols that are the same, but it's almost like a different dialect.
Can I tell what the effect was supposed to be?
Did you get? 21. What was your resist magic? 22. Yes, you can.
Great.
Somebody died in this room. Violently. Believed to have committed the ultimate sin of betrayal. Personal betrayal. Believed wholeheartedly to have been one who not just betrayed an oath to a fiel lord, but an oath of marriage, an oath of fidelity. A belief so strong that a curse was laid. A belief so strong and passionate, but wrong. For there's a price to be paid for magics when you are passionate in your beliefs. When something comes to contradict that passionate truth. When a light is shined on that passion. Carrick, it's colder. Hey, Safia, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Um, can I get a resist magic from you?
Oh. I mean, you can. How good it's going to be, I don't know. Yeah. Well, 17.
Safia,
Hmm.
this dumb asshole mage has made your life a living shit, asking you nagging questions about things that you've already told him multiple times.
Crap indeed.
He
She's,
doubts your skills and abilities.
she's gonna turn around. Lord Carrick is directly behind her, right?
Yep.
Okay. If you're okay with it, Norden, she would grab you by the like collar and slam you on the wall next to you and go like, you're gonna speak clearly and you're gonna speak plainly and you're gonna tell us what the fuck is going on in this house. I have had it with your secrets and your mysteries and your be direct for once. Be honest.
Do I get some damage for that? I was tossed against the wall.
I'm not trying to break you through the wall or break the wall with you or anything like that.
No, it's all narrative.
All right. Can you give me your int times 3?
My int times 3?
Yeah, is it
21.
below- Great. That's good to know.
A skill Ainfra didn't take because she was like, fuck this shit.
Carrick is a bit different than other mages.
Oh,
I'd
this is
say.
very
Let's-
true.
let's-
Eric is very different.
Carrick is great.
Do you really think I'd bring you here if I wasn't trying to be clear? In fact, I didn't bring you here at all. You're under the effect of a spell, a rather serious one, a curse. A curse against me. The same curse I told you to fix. The same curse I told you to understand. The reason I can't be clear with you is because your mind is addled. Now you can choose to trust me, or you can give in to that nagging voice inside your head, the one that isn't me, the one that's trying to convince you that I'm something that I'm not. And you can die with it. I think that's actually intimidation. It was going to be persuasion, but
I was gonna say, give me. In my mind, it was persuasion.
I mean,
You're not
it's Witcher.
intimidating enough for
It,
her.
it's a Witcher persuasion. You're not intimidating enough to be like scary.
good. Thank goodness. I didn't actually want to intimidate. There is a +3 to that.
Hmm.
20.
You can
Yeah.
roll resist. You roll resist magic with a +3.
18.
No, this is good because you are persuaded by him.
She's gonna like let him go. Like the sooner we fix this, the sooner we can get rid of this bullshit.
George.
I had the fix. I had your solution. And it's your bullshit of a family that got in the way.
At this
Talk.
point,
She needs a drink. I think she's gonna drink a potion.
Which one?
I don't know yet.
Doctor.
Do I have any?
We said narratively you could decide which ones you had. Doctor. Fun facts about dwarves. Dwarves cannot cast magic. They can be affected by the physical effects of magic, but they are mostly immune to the more subtle magics of the world. You saw this altercation. You heard Lord Carrick say that Safia is under a spell. And there is. Go ahead and say it, Simon.
Yeah, she just turned around going like, I need a drink. And then snaps back at Carrick. And Carrick, you'd better have a stocked up wine cellar.
I haven't lived in this house for decades.
There is something that you can see, like a mirage, floating, or in the room behind the two. Like, you know, that heat haze you get coming off of a heavy anvil fire.
Mm-hmm.
They can't see it. They don't know what's going on. George, you had a question.
No, it was just more role playing of going like, I have a little flask of brandy on me, if that will work.
Give it here.
Just shuttles it over to Safia.
How big's your flask?
It's a half hip flask. It's not a lot. It's just to keep enough somebody warm.
It's a half pint.
She'll empty like almost all of it.
As Sir George goes over towards them, does that misty or that haze begin to extend out towards him?
Nope. But
And you guys will just see me looking behind you guys, like directly behind y'all, as y'all are talking. If you look down, I guess. If you look down, you'll see I'm looking around. You all behind you, as if I'm getting the most bold sneak peek of your asses possible. While you guys are talking and drinking, and just like sizing up something behind you guys.
All right, what is it?
I don't know. It's probably related to this little outburst, this curse thing. There's like something behind you, a haze of sorts. Only behind you two, though. It did not extend to Sir George here.
Sir George hasn't left the room yet.
Hmm.
When you
No, I
say
want-
behind us, you mean in the room or behind us like a halo?
Like a halo.
Huh.
All right. Okay. Yeah. I am genuinely sorry, Doctor, that you were brought along for this. In fact, I'm sorry to all of you, but whatever this is, clearly it's not going to wait. So, with that, if you'll excuse me, no need to follow. Been through enough. And he starts walking up those steps.
As you make your way up the stairs, you get to the landing and stop. You can't go any further. You can turn around and go back. But you get to the top of the stair, you get to the top of the landing, and you go to reach to go, turn to go up the stairs. You know, that automatic reach that everyone does. It's been a house they've lived in their entire lives. They put their hand right at the top of the spin on the railing, just in the right place, so that you can make that twist and turn to go up the next portion of the stairs. You know, so you can skip a step or two. Something
Yeah.
you did as a child. We all do it. There's a figure walking away from you. Tall, dark leathers, hair pulled back. There's a scent on the air. Sandalwood, mint. You go to step forward and you can't. While Carrick cannot move in this moment, George,
Mm-hmm.
you're in the room. Could you please make me an awareness?
Sure. Just looking around, being very sort of
Cautious.
lost.
16.
16.
The fire is still going, but it's getting colder. You notice a couple more blood stains on the ground. You smell dog. You smell
I'm going to-
lilacs.
I'm going to roll something due to a previous relationship.
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
What is my mind putting together right now?
In which previous relationship are you talking about?
Oh, I may have a very complicated and strained relationship with a different female witcher than the one present.
Oh, yes. Cerise.
Yeah.
No, she's not here.
Yeah, but based on some of the discussions that we had
Yeah.
about things that I should keep my eyes open for,
Oh, yeah, it's cold as fuck. And then you hear and smell lilacs. And there's a sense, just the tingling on the back of your neck. Something has changed in this house. Something is different than it was when you all appeared.
May I roll one more thing?
Please do.
17.
Okay, what are you using tactics for? Funnily enough, canonically, according to Trooper, who is brilliant at this, you don't use it for gambling, which is funny.
No, this is more along the lines of, okay, there something is afoot. Something has dynamically changed since those two left this room.
Yep.
I am just going, okay. I feel a confrontation is about to occur. What is the best position to be in this room for when that happens? And what is the best mode of escape?
The best mode of escape is probably maybe out that window over here.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
If you're just going to escape the room. But if you're worrying about the best location, maybe with your back, over here next to the fireplace against a stone wall. It's an outside wall.
Just with that is like, again, he is not close with the dog. He's just going to go, Doctor, you may want to get closer to that window. I'm going to back up. Something is definitely wrong.
And I will reposition myself, and I'll, I guess not yell out, but I will speak out and be like, Witcher, did you hear that?
Hear what?
We have incoming. I don't know from where, but we have incoming.
Safia.
Ye.
Could you roll me Witcher training?
24.
You look around, and it's like there's a double image. Like you see the image that you see, but you see something else superimposed on it. You see the same hallway, but different. You see the hallway that you were standing in, and flickering kind of like at the corner of your image as you try to force yourself to focus on it. You see two things: a dead werewolf and the body of a man.
Where's that mirror?
Mirror? There's no mirror. There's a window.
Okay, but it reflects
Light. Yeah. I'm saying
that
that
room.
I'm saying that when you were standing in the hallway, it's like there was an image superimposed on the image of the hallway. Like there was a photo on top of a photo.
I saw. Okay.
No,
sorry.
like there's a negative on top of a negative.
Oh, okay. Where can you just ping where the person is? The
Dead
body of the
body,
person.
like right at your
Right.
feet.
Okay.
Human, 50s, well built, has a number of gold chains with medallions on them, but one is distinctive. One is very distinctive. It's shorter than the others, a little tighter. It's thicker, heavier. It's got a symbol on it in a medallion that looks like some sort of elven symbol. It's around his neck.
I'll relay all of this to everyone, just going like, I just saw a dead body here.
Carrick.
50s, stocky, chains, medallions, something of. Did I have time to see what the symbol was?
Roll me an awareness to see, right? Because that's like the Witcher training got you to the ability to see the information. How much information is going to be the awareness beyond anything else?
21.
21. You could draw it. It's not something you immediately recognize. But you
I
recognize,
could draw it.
but you draw it and you recognize that it is elven. Carrick. Figure walking away from you up the stairs. Tall, long hair pulled back, dark leathers, masculine, scent of sandalwood and peppermint. Figure stops at the top of the stairs, turns their head. Can you roll me magical training?
Just keeps on getting worse. Keeps on getting worse. 20.
Do you want to spend any luck?
It's late in the evening. Why have luck if not to spend it? That's a 22.
Cool. For the first time ever, you see his face.
Oh, fuck you. No, fuck you. Seriously.
And you can read his lips as he says one word. Run. Doctor,
Yeah.
you've been paying attention. You heard the description of the dead body. Could you roll me an awareness?
I sure can. A 20.
Would you like to spend any luck?
I sure would. As a personal favor to a friend, how much would you suggest I spend here?
You know, 1 or 2 might be to your benefit.
I'll spend 2. I'll throw 2 in there.
So if you spend 2 luck, you do see the body that Safia described.
Oh.
And he's been dead for, well, the cold makes it hard to tell, right? Because it is cold and getting colder. There is still a fire, and you can feel the heat from it, but the cold is coming through. Less than a day, at most 3. And then you hear another sound as you're listening and focusing. You hear a howl of hunting dogs on the wind.
And aloud, I'll say the body's been dead 1, maybe 3 days. And are those hunting dogs?
We need to go.
Hey, Safia.
Yep.
Your medallion is freaking the fuck out.
I'll point to the exit door and just go, the door is right there. And motion for the others to start leaving, and I'll cover the rear.
I think this is a window exit, not a door exit. We need
Just
to go.
come up the stairs. I have you. You hear him just echoing down.
What is
I'll Motions for the others to go.
At the bottom of the stairs, and that way we can move faster.
So the doctor wants the mage to come to the bottom of the stairs and meet in the middle is basically what I'm hearing.
Yeah, just like if we, time of the essence. I just a suggestion. As I wait for Sir George to move past me through the door, I'll bring
Okay.
up the rear.
All right. Just trust me. And you can come too, he says, echoing to the top level. Where right here, I'd like to do something. I'd like to cast a spell. I love, you know me, I love my spells.
You do love your spells. What spell do you want to cast?
Let me just put in the roll first. It's a really simple spell. You love it. It's
I
your
do.
favorite spell.
It is my favorite spell when witchers aren't involved.
Well, fuck me, I guess. I'm going to raise my hand, and the bricks themselves seem to shift sort of out of the way at the top of the landing to form a gigantic glowing portal at the end of the wall. This portal is going to go. See, I saw the keep that we were supposed to go to from the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm. You did see that.
This portal is going to take us as close as I can get to it. That's
well, with a 29, you can get within like 10. You can get within 5 meters, or you can get within like half a mile.
Yeah, front door.
Yeah, you're basically getting to the front door. You can put it exactly where you want it with a 29. You're not getting lost.
Just
so the
go.
door is open.
Running. Running.
George is through the portal.
Yeah,
I'm going last.
You can't.
No, you're not.
You
Well,
can't.
You're going last, but I'm gonna wait until the doctor and.
I'll go through. How many times do I have to go over this?
So many times, and every time with witchers.
So Safia is the last before the mage to go through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
I actually will hold on for one extra round.
You're going to hold for one extra round? So we'll get to that in a sec. We'll come back to that. Put a pin in it. Just a small, delicate, like, needle. Safia.
Yeah.
As you turn on the stairs, you get a glimpse behind you. There are 2 figures, spectral, standing, weapons pulled, not staring at you, but at the door behind you all, almost as if they're covering your retreat.
Oh.
One is the man you saw. The other is a woman. Tall, thin, very delicate ears. And she says, and mouths something at you. Would you roll me an awareness, please? Carrick is too busy worrying about somebody else for him to take a look at this.
This figure, does she look like Francesca Findebear?
No. Not in any way, shape, or form.
Okay.
I mean, and in fact, she looks very different.
Okay. 15.
15, you see her mouth move, but you can't figure it out. It's too ghostly. Her ears are delicate and pointed, but that's about the only similarities between her and Francesca. Her skin is paler, her hair is darker. There's a blue tinge to it, but that might be just, the spectral nature of her being. And as you go through the 2, she turns and mouths something at you before she pulls a long sword a short sword from the back, a sheath along the back. No, not vertical, down.
Okay, yeah.
She pulls down instead of up. And the man next to her pulls two throwing daggers from sheaths at his shoulder. And the collar, you realize now it's a collar that's around his throat, glows slightly as a wave of cold knocks the door in. Carrick. And Safia goes through the portal. Carrick,
Hmm?
you're holding the door for an extra round. Can I get an endurance check separate from your spell casting stamina spent to keep the portal open an extra round?
Of course. No bonuses to this, I'm afraid.
Mm-mm.
14.
You're going to take 5 hit points damage and an extra 3 stamina damage as the temperature suddenly drops 50 degrees. It is freezing cold.
Whoever you are, just move. Get out of here.
There is a moment, a beat, a heartbeat movement. And you hear a voice next to your ear. It's the first time words have ever crossed his lips. Two words. Find Eleanor. And you feel something shove you through your own portal. Could you roll me an awareness?
22.
There's something stuck to your back. Like
Rip.
you're wearing a cloak, right? You said.
Yeah.
As if something when he shoved you through your own portal, he tucked something right along the collar.
I pull it out.
It's a pin. Not large. Maybe 4 inches. Celtic knotwork. The metal is strange, different. It's got a small gemstone in it. But you get through your own portal and you arrive safely at Sir George's estate.
Well, that's a roundabout way of getting here.
I bet that wasn't on the map.
No. No, it wasn't.
But
Technically,
you
it's
did
about
get lost.
Yeah.
lost, kidnapped.
Now, if Sir George, can I look at the map for a moment?
If Saka asks you, like, hands shaking, like, hands you the map.
Mm. Just out of curiosity, I'll show it to Carrick. Where's your family's estate on there?
He points with the pin in his hand that came out of nowhere. Right there.
Neighbors,
That's-
but not on the same property line.
That's several days out.
It's magic, of course it is. I could have sent it to Skellige if I wanted to.
Well, let's try not to take this route next time. What's this pin?
I have no idea.
I'd like to take a look at it, and I'd like to make a very specific roll.
Sure. What role would you like to make?
Grooming and style.
It's a great role. I love that role. Go right ahead.
Roll for fashion.
Roll for fashion. No, it's very useful. Grooming and style is a useful as hell stat.
I will
Skill.
actually spend 2 luck on this.
Cool.
Ooh.
18.
So, 2 things. One, it's not high fashion. This is more utilitarian, like a hairpin,
Okay.
Well, almost, but not quite. More like a slight cloak brooch pin, but without the shield that goes with it.
Okay, so,
So, like-
this would be a light clasp
Yeah,
pin.
like the
So
yes,
like for like you're not wearing a cloak with this. This is more like for a cape or a capelet, or an improvised clasp for some like heavier formal wear.
yes, works well. Um, it does not, like the construction doesn't, you don't recognize the metal, you don't recognize the gem. You would have to spend a little bit more time with. It looks like a semi-precious stone, maybe tourmaline, maybe some sort of peridot. It's on that like blue green cusp. You'd have to spend some more time to determine specifically what stone it is. And the styling of it reminds you of a jeweler in Toussaint.
Interesting. Don't know why you would have a piece of jewelry all the way from Toussaint up here, but nice, expensive, well, competent craftswork. The utilitarian piece, nice, semi-precious stone. Sorry, fashion is not a hobby, it's a profession amongst nobility.
Also true. But you had a quote.
I don't know what to say. What's become very clear to me is that due to the actions of my family, familial ties, I should say, each one of you has had harm done to you. I owe each of you a debt.
That makes 2.
Okay, I didn't think we were counting them.
You know, someone has to.
In Dwarven, they always keep ledgers.
In an
Yes.
Elven, we always kill humans, but apparently I'm not doing that.
Well, you're half.
I'm gonna start blabbering in Zerrikania and just go like, fuck all of you. Like, let's go, let's just... Alright, we're a multicultural group, I get it.
I wish I was only with Zerrikanians. What a mood. Well, Sir George, show us around your lovely home.
And that's where we're going to end for tonight. You lived.
Yay! Almost didn't, but yay!
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
That was scary.
I could have lost an arm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes,
you have a
indeed.
lot of work ahead of you, Lord Carrick. Also, if Sir George's house is just as haunted or fucked up, I think I'm just fucking off back to Zerrikania. I'm not here to deal with real estate.
Apparently, you do it
Decrease
really
your
well.
fee. Charge double. That's what we always do, right? Charge double. And payment up front.
Oh, thank you. Wait, what does that put us at? That puts us at. Hold on. Hold, please. Does that put us where are we?
Looks like
Chris, thank
185.
you.
185.
Chris. 185, I believe. Hold, please. I believe that sets us over our last milestone. Or actually, no, we're $5 short. It's 185. We're $5 short. We need $5 to get to our next milestone, everybody, so I can do a giveaway from Displate.
How much you said? Shit, I don't have to.
5.
Let me fix this. Let me fix this.
We can solve this problem right now.
I understand where this is going. Y'all want free shit.
No, I want
Hey.
other people to win free shit.
This is true, but I meant in general, you as a collective want free shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, we
Yeah,
also want
well-
to give to charity first.
This is true. This is true.
Yeah,
A royal
that
us.
and we want to make certain that the sponsors' donations are used.
I understand how this works. But while we do that, I have a question. I'm going to ask some
Wait, you
questions.
said 5 or 15? Fuck.
5.
5.
Okay,
Five.
good. I did 5.
That's all you needed. I was not gonna. Yeah, no, you just needed to hit 195. Yeah. 195. So I will you needed 190, not 195, 190. And I will set up the last giveaway of the night. And I'm going to use a fun keyword this time. We're going to use keyword Witcher.
Yeah.
Ooh, yay! Thank you for that donation, everybody. I appreciate these these donations. They go to a really great cause in Fisher House. It's one of, as you all know, really near and dear to my heart. It helps support all of they provide care, housing, and support for veterans and their families, while veterans and or members of their family undergo treatment at VA hospitals around the country and around the world. We are currently at 100 Fisher houses, and each Fisher house can provide care and housing for 20 families at a time. It's really great. We really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are on day 4 of our 12 days of tabletop, so doing all right. We're getting out there. We're doing all the things. So thank you again, everybody. So I will set up the giveaway. Use exclamation point Witcher in the chat. We're going to get this running while we do some wrap up here. For our friends at Displate, who are giving away some pretty shinies to put on your wall, your metal art that are magnetic that you can change out whenever. It's great. Use exclamation point Displate, Displate, or Witcher, exclamation point Witcher. Wow, WITCHER for the Displate win. And anybody in chat can enter, please do. But I have 2 questions for each of you as we go forward. Number 1, did you have fun?
Yeah. Weird shit happening.
Yes, it did. Number 2, yeah. Coldrick's sitting here laughing at me going, your voice is gone. I'm like, no shit, my voice is gone. You tried GMing 2 games on 2 days back to back with no voice. It's great.
Are you GMing the... No, you're not GMing tomorrow, correct?
No, I GM'd
No.
yesterday.
Yesterday.
And my voice was worse yesterday. It was a lot worse yesterday, actually. But thank you, everyone, for being here. Thank you, everybody who's donated. Thank you for helping us raise all of the $215 that we... Yeah. Why does it never match? $215 that we have raised so far today. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Goldrake. I appreciate it. So we're going to go around, and as we go around and say our goodbyes and all those things where we can find you, I'm also going to ask you to share some love and joy, and I will ask you a question about where we see each of your characters in 6 weeks after this. By the way, Sir George, your estate is not haunted. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Your estate is not haunted. But it is a little bit it needs work.
Yeah.
There are some blood stains that you kind of got to work out. You kind of ended up, you realize you'll find out eventually that you ended up with the estate after the two brothers who were supposed to inherit had themselves a small disagreement over whom should inherit. Of the bloody kind. But, all of the walls are intact. The fireworks. There's no holes in the ceiling. You're not haunted. And your estate actually makes money, so there's that for you.
Nice.
But so, PB, thank you for coming to play with us. Share some love, share where you can be found, and then I'll ask my last question for you.
Oh, I'm PB from at PB Plays Inside, where you can find me over on Blue Sky and on Twitch. I am currently slow rolling, getting started on my next game night project, which is going to be a longer term one. So that's going to be a ton of fun to do the setup and figure out how that's all going to work out. And you can find all of that and accompany me over on Twitch as I do that in the new year. I just love how kind of just the composition of the party personality wise of like your classic Witcher, a pretty cross mage, and I just kind of like happy to be here. Just with Pope, with Sir George, just kind of happy to be along, and also just really confused at everybody's drama and baggage. And I adored that. That was a lot of fun. Just because I didn't really know what the reaction was going to be with any of the twists and turns that happened tonight from each character. So I was just like sitting here like, ooh, who's going to say what? What's about to happen? And that's just a testament to the wonderful role playing ability of all of you. And thank you so much, Prax, for an amazing one shot. It was a lot of fun. It was creepy. It was action filled. Big fan.
Yep. I am here for it. Thank you so much, PB. And now I have a question for our good doctor. 6 weeks' time, you are riding towards an inn. There's a figure waiting for you out front, leaning up against the wall of the inn, her arms crossed, that slightly like you're late look on her face. But you know that she can't actually be mad.
Yeah. It's like a little bit of just like ugh. And there's like a quick flashback to like maybe like 4 weeks ago, when it became obvious that this job was going to be a little bit longer than originally intended. And I very kindly asked my good friend Lord Carrick to give me a quick portal or form of communication so I could inform my wife that I was going to be late by a couple of weeks. And so as we come back and I stride ahead, I'm just like, ooh, hi, how was your trip? How are things? How are you?
I'm not the one who is late by 6 weeks.
I I told you this time, at least, right?
Hmm. Why are we going to Toussaint?
Oh, that's a long story.
Hmm.
Which we can have after a meal?
You're buying, dear.
Always.
That's good. I already started the tab. And she'll like turn and wink at you as she walks inside.
And I'll shake my head and I'll scurry on to catch up.
Mm-hmm. So at least somebody has a happy reunion at the moment.
One of us doesn't have a fucked up relationship with family.
Well, there's that.
What? Stable and fulfilling and, loving relationships
In Witcher? In this economy?
Like that life path, very kind to me this time around.
Look,
Oh, my father was cursed like 8 times.
we'll come back to that. Pope, how are you?
Doing well. Very surprised. Hey everybody, Pope here. Pope World Build Up on the internet's over at Blue Sky and start playing games. First, the business and the pleasure. If you want to see more of my
Lysander, sorry, Lysander, you won the disc plate. Send me an email. Send me a Discord DM with the email so I can do that. Go on. You do that.
Okay. Uh, if you want to see more of my silly face, feel free to catch me over on Live from the Apocalypse at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tis the season for charity. We'll be raising money for medical aid for Palestinians, and we'll be playing something completely different, just as deadly, if not deadlier, with some holiday-themed Morkborg.
Yeah,
So,
those two words still don't make sense in my brain.
uh, I I I do not know what Candace has in store for us. Uh, I am I am hopeful that we either have a Krampus sighting or someone is beaten to death with a 9-pound candy cane. Uh, I just I'm just setting that up. But tonight was absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for hitting that goal. Um, as for where we'll see Sir George in 6 weeks, there will be a lot of different workers and guildsmen helping to clean up the estate, get things fixed, settled. Um, there will be a lot of hustle and bustle as he is probably like fielding a bunch of questions, but also at the same time just trying to relax, having now found his wolf again, and like playing fetch as he is probably sending a missive off to that jeweler in Toussaint to go, hey, about this one piece you made,
Mm.
just curious. Um, but it was amazing to play with everybody here. I love Witcher. It is something that I I always enjoy when I get to play it, but it is very much a rarity. So this was a special holiday treat, and getting to Simon PB, it's always great playing with you. Uh, Simon, seeing you just full on like classic Witcher. The Witchering was very on point in theme and in keeping with all of the lore. It was really cool. Also seeing a freaking manticore, which we never get to see, also added cool. That confrontation between Safia and Lord Carrick when the curse kicked in was so cool. Um, and as for Dr. Bertha, um, just being an absolute professional, but also clearly mildly miffed at everybody's bullshit. Like, this is a senior doctor if you've ever seen one. It's just like I'm surrounded by morons, and I have to keep the for at least this time. These are my morons, and I must keep them well. I am going to do this to the best of my ability and what is required of me, but no more. You do not pay for bedside manner. You can't afford it. So that was really cool to see. And then, Norton, it's been an absolute pleasure finally getting to share a table with you. I have admired your work from afar now for what seems like a tiny forever, and to finally get to share a table with you has been an absolute pleasure for me. And getting to share a table with you in Witcher, and you as a mage, no less, has been an absolute special delight. You rolled through with everything, whether it was the rolling the life path or whatever the story threw at you. You are amazingly creative, witty, and that's not something everybody has. Like, you are quick, but you're also deeply sincere, and that's another thing that you do not see often is this level of depth, care, and truth to character. A lot of times folks want to break from, make light, but your commitment is something to be absolutely admired, and I definitely admire it. uh, I look forward to seeing more of your work, and hopefully maybe in the future, this is just putting it out there, um, sharing a table with you for something World of Darknessy. I'm not sure what. I know my personal preference would be, because I'm just curious of what you would bring, demon. That's just putting it out into the ether. Um, but yeah, no, this was absolutely incredible, and thank you all so much for being here. We're live VOD, YouTube stories, nothing without its audience. Um, you came, you participated, you are helping people who desperately need it. Thank you all so much. Please take care of yourselves and one another, and I look forward to seeing you very soon.
Uh, thank you, Pope, as always. Uh, First, though, you would get a response that that particular jeweler has been missing for 50 years. People think he's dead. Um,
Okay.
uh, Simon, how are you?
Hello. Uh, well, not in regards to the game, but I'm starting to get cold because I think the temperature is dropping, and
Yeah, it
the
just dropped
heating
like
here
10
is
degrees.
yeah. I sort of started feeling kind of like in the game. In the last like 10 minutes, it's just been going down. Hopefully IRL, there's not a ice elemental in my basement. But that's it. Yeah, I had fun. Doing Witcher with people I haven't played Witcher with yet as a player. With PB and Norden. It was cool to be on the same side of the table for once. Um, I liked the sort of horror aspect of it. That was kind of cool. That felt like a sort of crossover between like Witcher and Cthulhu, and that was pretty cool. Um, my love would have to go to everybody's RP and sort of um wow, energy, I guess. I'm starting to fail at words at this time of night. Um
It's
but
fair.
it was pretty like everyone had like a distinct, every character had like a distinct personality that felt fleshed out with, a backstory, 20,000 curses. Um, and I feel like the decisions we took, the actions we made were all, informed by those life paths that we rolled. Even if this was like for a one shot, right? And yeah, yeah, goes out to everyone.
And
Go
6 weeks
six
later.
weeks from now, I think she's dead. No, I don't know. I think the first thing she would have done definitely is travel down south,
Hmm.
sort of get out of Kovir for a little bit. Um, at worst, go into Redania where there might be a little less snow. Um,
Not by much, but yeah.
yeah, but I, she would have spent some time at Sir George's estate for sure.
Luckily,
Try to,
there isn't anything to find there right now, but it's a good place to winter over if you've wanted
no,
to.
but
It's comfortable.
yeah, that's basically what it would be. Um, but I don't think she would winter for long, given that, I just came back. There's like people to see, places that she wants to visit. Um, and also there's no way to unlock, like, the cure one of the curses affecting Lord Carrick until I unlock like the mental block that was put in place. So she would also start looking into that as well, because once that's done, then we can clear out one curse, and then maybe I can get paid or something.
It's a great segue. Hey, Norden, how are you? I would like it duly noted, everybody, that I got 2 fuck yous the last 2 days. I'm happy with my life. I got one from Norden and one from Greg. My life is great.
What do you mean I'm related to Francesca Findenberg? What do you mean? I didn't know that. Why would you do that to me anyway? Hi. I'm all right. I'm having a bit of a mental breakdown, but it's for games and it's an enjoyable way. So it's a happy mental breakdown. I'm doing well. It was a great time to be here. Uh, I don't do anything for the rest of the year except work. So see me the next year. I'll be on Simon's channel playing. It was nice to be playing Witcher again. It's nice to play a mage, but a different one than the one I played previously. It's a good reminder that I do in fact have range, because sometimes I forget, and it was a real interesting situation, just really seeing that life path through, and then realizing that I maybe shouldn't have. I apologize to everyone else for bringing you into my dramatic curse bullshit. It was a great time. I have a lot of love to give. Um, PB, I really liked how just listening and attentive you were, as both a role player and as an actual player in the game, right? You engage with mechanics in a fun way where like you think and not just do. And that's a surprisingly rare thing. So it was really nice to finally play alongside you and experience a little bit of that. I had a great time with you, Pope. I think Sir George might need some mental therapy after all that, but at least you know that your family's not the worst one. So that's good. It was really interesting to see you play the noble, because the reason why, here's the thing, the rest of us randomly rolled our characters. You chose the noble because you're like, somebody's got to drive the plot, and it ended up being not you for the most of it, mostly my fault. And that's intriguing, because you think then the character would have nothing to do, but that's never the case, and that was certainly not the case with you, where you really leaned into that theatrical background, which was really fun. It's nice to see how much range a Witcher character can have internally. They're not just one thing; they're profession. They're everything else. Simon, it's nice to play alongside you. I'm glad I got the chance. I loved Sophia. I liked how witchery she was, but I also liked the how do I put this? She gave like experienced professional woman. She gave if I imagine her in my head, I still imagine her like 55 years old and has the grace to show it, right? And that's really incredible because it's hard to do, but also tons of fun because that's not often a Witcher character we get to see in this world. And so I'm glad I got to meet her. Prax, thank you for inviting me. It was always nice to come along and do a little one shot. I did appreciate just how well you fucked us over, and specifically me over, and made it my fault. So, what am I going to be doing in 6 weeks? Probably giving coins to everyone here because I feel guilty. And that's a rare thing for him to feel.
Well, guilt is a complicated emotion.
It certainly is.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Uh, Thank you. Follow all of these wonderful people because they are all wonderful, wonderful, fabulous friends who say yes when I ask them to do strange things like this. Um, Hopefully, we'll see what happens in the new year. New stories, new tales, new friends around a table. Um, you'll probably see me not. You're probably not going to see me until later this week. Maybe there's Mass Effect on the horizon. There's more Prax and Pope plot avoidance on the horizon. But that's in the future. Right now, we're focusing on the 12 days of tabletop for Fisher House. Tomorrow, oh yeah, Fairy Daiki is doing Magic the Gathering, tomorrow. And then Shelly Von Miller is also doing some Magic the Gathering on Wednesday. Yellow Belly Fox. And so keep track. I'll repost all of the people, all the things. They're great. We're going to support all these people. They're fabulous. We have one more giveaway, which I'm going to set up because fabulous friend of the channel, fabulous craftsman, Hawkeye said because we reached our goal, he's going to give away one of his GM screens, any one of his designs, including the fancy ones. So we're going to use !friend for your keyword to enter that giveaway while I do the wrap up kind of things. Thank you again, everybody who volunteered. Thank you, everybody who donated. Thank you, Chris, for pushing us over the limit and getting us there at the end. We appreciate you every time you do. Thank you to all of the wonderful players who came along and helped us tell this story. Norden, you may have been hella cursed, but Josh rolled experimentation almost every time on his mage wife path.
Oh, that was a bad idea. No, that's not good.
Ended up losing 2 senses and having a drug addiction. So the mages are entertaining. But it was not the mage that was the dead body you saw. I will post these both up on the YouTube. Hi, by the way, there is a YouTube. If you want to catch any of the VODs or missed anything out on anything, they're there. You can go watch them. They're great. They're fabulous. Some of these people all of these people are in them. They're great actors. They're great role players, and I love playing at the table with them. And we're just going to hold for another minute. Use !friend to enter into this last giveaway. But also, things in the near future. Well, I can't talk about that yet. Honorverse game is coming. Honorverse game is definitely coming. And I might be bothering some of these people at this table again in the very, very near future because I have plans and thoughts and ideas, and I like encouraging things. And I will also say, Carrick, that you would probably find out, as well as George did, that the jeweler who made that pin has been missing for 50 years.
Mm-hmm. On the next Witcher one shot.
Yeah, almost as long as you've been dreaming about him.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why does it keep getting worse?
Yeah, I'm a horrible, horrible person. But last call for entries, use !friend. Okay, choosing a winner now. Hey, Norden, you won. Yay. Email Hawk, message Hawk, you two talk. That's great. There we go. That's it. We've done all the things. We're going to see if there's anybody up to raid. Probably not because it's late, but I always do. Oh, High Shelf Collective is up and they are still doing their
They're in the midst of their charity, yeah.
their charity stream. So we're gonna go raid into High Shelf Collective. Also really great friends, fabulous people, and we look forward to seeing you all next time.